Hello and welcome to how to build your first form in Collate. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the process of creating a workspace, building a form by adding controls to an existing spreadsheet, and finally how to configure some of the properties of these controls. A workspace needs to exist in order to create forms and thus serves as a folder for the different forms. To begin the process, we go to Manage Workspaces and click on Create New. A pop-up box will request the workspace name and description. Let's call the workspace Buddy's Kennels. Then we click on OK and again on OK. Now we are ready to create our first form. We click on the New button and select the workspace we want to use. Let's call it Kennels and Your Dog's Holiday Home. We can use any of the normal Excel functions to format the form. I'm going to give the form a title name of Client Information and I'm going to customize it a bit. In order to capture data, we need to create fields. These fields are created using controls. Let's call the first field Name of Dog and add the text box Control to the adjacent cell. Once the field is created, we can change the default field name as well as the line length and enable multi-line. The next field is age. We are going to select the numeric control for this field. Let's change the decimal places to 1, the increments to 0.5, and set the maximum amount of years to 20. In order to list different breeds of dogs, we're going to use the combo box. We change the field name and go to Custom Value. Click on No Items. We can now add our own breed. We click on Add. Let's add Jack Russell and assign the value Jack Russell, Labrador, and Labrador. And finally, we assign Pitbull. Next, we want to add a phone number field. For this instance, we're going to use a Mask Edit control. We change the field name and click on the empty cell next to the mask. This is where we're going to select a pre-installed mask for telephone field. We're going to use a checkbox control for our next field, Vaccinated. This field will check if the dog was vaccinated against germs. In order to track the amount of visit days, we add a From and To Date field to the form and add the date picker control to both fields. The Control Properties pane holds settings that allow the user to change the date format and the minimum and maximum date. In the next field, we want to provide the user with a payment method option. We're going to use the radio list, as it allows only one option to be selected from a list of options. I click on Items, and now I can add my own text values and associated values. Let's add cash, credit, and check. In order to add emergency contacts to the form, we're going to use the grid control. This control allows fields to be created inside a field. First, we're going to add a text box and mask control. We change the mask to the pre-installed phone number mask. And we change the field name to phone. In the text field control, we're going to change the name to contact. In order to improve traceability, we can add auto date and auto user controls to the form to track who captured the data and when. We can add the business logo to the form by using image control. The image control allows the upload of pictures during the formulation of the form. It has properties such as select image that allows the user to select an image, and image sizing that allows the picture size to change. If records need to be associated with the form, we can add attachment controls to the form, and finally we can use the validate control to validate that information was provided in a certain field and the nature of that field. Now that the form is complete, we can submit it by clicking on the Save button. Thank you for watching, and feel free to watch some of our other videos including Introduction, Controls and Tools, How to Capture, and How to Extract.